Good morning, students. Welcome to the virtual classrooms. Today we will be starting with the second chapter, Structure of Atoms. Now, particularly in this chapter, what we are going to discuss is, in our first chapter, we discussed it as in Dalton's atomic theory. That was, atoms are the smallest particles of any compositions, any compound that are formed in the world. Atoms were considered as the smallest particle. But now in this chapter, we are going to prove that atom is not going to be the smallest particle. Atom is furtherly divided into different particles or even a smaller particles, which already we know it few terms like proton, neutrons, electrons, and we are going to discuss it in a detail. So that means we know that atoms consist of protons, neutrons and electrons. At the same time, for your knowledge only, it's also been there that except these three, atom also consists of some stable and unstable particles. Now, what are those stable or unstable particles? In a more detail you will be having in physics, or still these particular points are under the studies of the science, and so they are not discussed in the syllabus. But those are like, you are having it as in stable or unstable particles, like stable particles, positron, neutron, graviton, antiproton, positron, etc. etc. Similarly, for the unstable particles, they are termed as pi meson, kappa meson, chi meson, zeta meson, etc. So, except proton, neutron, electrons, these are also some particles which are present in an atom. But the most important, or you can say that these are the three fundamental particles of an atom. So, we are going to study about these things in our structure of atom, how they are placed, where they are placed, how they are functioning it, what is their functions, like that. Now, this was not a work of a single scientist. This was a work of number of scientists and number of years it took it to complete the study. Some of the studies which were there in our lower standards, that were like who discovered proton, who discovered neutron, how the electrons were discovered, how did the name came that J.J. Thomson discovered the electron, even some experiments like Rutherford's theory, right? Drawbacks of Rutherford's theory, what were the postulates of the Rutherford's theory, all these things were being there, right? Same thing is there in our syllabus also. We are having it. Starting of chapter starts with how the electrons were discovered. Electrons, we know it that electrons are also discovered as an cathode rays, right? So a detail of it is given in our textbook, but that is only again as a revision part and only for your information. That is not there to be learned. A rare case, if some examiner, a rare case, one question might be there, but that is only for objective questions. So we are not going in the detail of those studies, right? You have already studied it, or if necessary you can revise it from your textbook. I am not discussing those theoretical parts with you of the chapter, because many important topics are there, right? Okay, so from your starting of the chapter you can read it if necessary by yourself. Particularly, the most important thing that we want to discuss is the structure of the atom. When we are discussing it, the atom is made up of, as we already wrote it, proton, neutrons, electrons, right? So how to write the atom? symbolic representation of an atom. I am writing the symbolic representation of an atom. Suppose the atom is there, then this is a symbol, suppose symbol of an atom. Then this is an incomplete. Simply if I am writing carbon, C is a symbol of an carbon, but how to represent that completely? So whatever here we are writing it, atomic number which is indicated by Z will be always written onto the left side base. Left side base of an atom will be always representing atomic number. On the exponential factor, it will always indicate atomic mass number, which is symbolized by A. On this side, on the right hand side, if there is any charge, I am not saying that every time the atom will have a charge. Atom can be neutral. When it has a charge, it becomes ions. So when you want to represent the charge will be always represented as right side exponential factor. And over here on the base side, number of atoms in a compound or molecule. This is always going to be the way how the atom will be represented. So many times it may not be indicated to you, but it's symbolized. Then you should be able to recognize it. For example, if it is given to me, U92, 238, right? I am simply writing it, U92, 238. That means immediately it should strike out atomic number, atomic mass number. Suppose if I am writing it as an O minus 2. So oxygen is there with a minus 2 charge. At present only the charge is written. If I am writing its number 8, 16, atomic mass number 8, 16, it's a fixed position. You can't write anything on any side. So this is particularly the symbol to write an atom. Okay, now based on this, to write an atom, we should also be able to recognize that once we get the symbol to be written on it, how can we know it that what are the number of protons, what are the number of neutrons, what are the number of electrons present in an atom? So in that case, if we say it, let us make it as a study of the how to calculate the number of protons, neutrons, electrons or charge or maybe atomic mass in the given compound. So for that, first of all, number of protons, they are always equals to atomic number. That means proton is equals to atomic number. At the same time, the second point that we are having it, number of protons are also equals to number of electrons when atom is in neutral format. In a neutral form, when the atom is in a neutral form, when it is in the charged form, number of protons are not equals to number of electrons, because that charges will change number of electrons in an atom. So when it is in a neutral form, number of protons will be equals to number of electrons. So from this can we write it P is equals to Z is equals to E. Third form, atomic mass is equals to number of protons plus number of neutrons. Atomic mass, that means which we already indicated as A. A means atomic mass, that is equals to number of protons plus number of neutrons. You can also say that P is equals to Z. So you can write it as Z plus N. That also for A. So from this, can we say that number of neutrons is equals to number of neutrons, that is equals to atomic number, atomic mass number minus atomic number. That means N is equals to A minus Z. Right? Now, these are the particular protons or neutrons. But specifically when we are having it in the neutral form, when we are having it as the atom in a charged form, then what we will get it? The next point we will be having it is number of electrons. That will be equals to number of protons plus charge. Number of proton plus charge. Now, here you have to be very careful. Plus or minus I am putting it for the charge. Right? The reason is, whatever the number of protons are there, they are there. But additional to it, the charge, if you are having negative charge, means you are having additional number of electrons. If you are having it as a positive charge, then that many number of electrons are reduced. So, for positive charge, you will have number of electrons is equals to number of protons minus charge. See, what you have to do it is, if I want to calculate it, number of electrons, number of protons minus charge. For negative charge, number of electrons is equals to number of protons plus charge. If you are having it as for positive charge on an atom, number of electrons is equals to number of proton minus charge. For negative you have to do it plus charge, right? And for neutral you will have number of electrons is equals to number of protons. Okay, so these are the particular formula, or you can say it as simplest equations, which many of you would be already aware about it, or you have already studied in your lower standards also. But this we are going to have it as an important, because every now and then we will be required in our studies. So we will go it for one or two such type of an examples to find out all proton, neutrons, electrons or charge from the symbols, right? So let us do it one or two examples how to calculate all these terms from the given symbols. First of all, we will take it as a symbol which is in a neutral condition, right? An example that we already wrote it, I am repeating it. I am having it as in, suppose uranium, that is U-92-238, and it is told to me calculate protons, neutrons, electron, atomic mass, atomic number. These are the 5 factors that I want to calculate for it. Now in the neutral condition, whatever is indicated by it, this is your atomic number, right? We know it on the left side base, atomic number, and atomic number are equals to number of protons. Atomic numbers are equals to number of protons, and number of protons in a neutral condition, there is no charge over here, so number of electrons, because electrons is equals to proton plus charge. Protons are 92, charge 0, so 92. Okay, at the same time, the 238, indicates atomic mass number. So that is A. So what will be N? Now we know it. N is equals to A minus Z. 238 minus 92. So you will get it as 146. That will be the number of neutrons. Is it? Let's have it as one more example. Similarly indicated. Now this was for the higher atomic numbers. We can also have it as lower atomic numbers, where something different for the neutrons we are having it, or normally the students were having it as in psychologically present in their mind that number of protons and neutrons are always same, but it's not necessary. We will be having it proton, neutrons, electrons, atomic mass number and Z. If I want to calculate it, number of atomic mass number 8, so number of protons 8, in a neutral condition electrons 8, atomic mass number 16, and as a result you will get neutrons is equals to 8, that is 16 minus 8, you will get it 8. So in this case what happened? Proton, neutron, electrons are same, but it's not necessary that it will be the same for all the atoms. As your atomic number increases, in that case there will be a probability of difference in the proton and neutron might go on increasing. Okay, now these were the neutral atoms. Let's see it for some of the charged atoms. If we are having it as in symbols represented with the charge, like I am writing it as an H, simple one, H plus, it's given to me, very simple, right? So in that case what will happen? PNEZA, Z is 1, so proton 1, that is fixed up, mass 1, so neutron you are going to get it 1 minus 1, 0. And what about electrons? Electrons means proton plus charge indicates I have to minus it. So electrons we are writing it as proton plus, if positive charge, negative sign, for we wrote it the formula proton minus charge if charge is positive, right? So what will get it? E is equals to 1 plus 1, so that means 0. So number of electrons are 0 over here, right? Let's take it some higher atoms, like I am having it as an Br minus, where 35, 80, atomic number 35, 80. So what will get it? P, N, E, Z and A. What you will get it? Protons 35, because atomic mass number is 35. Atomic number is 35. Atomic mass number is 80. So what, and you will get it A minus Z, 80 minus 35. That means you will get it 45 neutrons, right? And what about electrons? Electrons we will be having it as an proton plus charge, because charge is negative, right? So in that case what you will get it? 35 plus 1 charge, that means 36 electrons are present in the Br minus. So for positive charge we subtracted the charge, for the negative charge we added it. Okay, so this is how we calculate the atomic numbers. Okay, now based on this we do also have some other things to understand it, that it's not necessary that every time I will have an atoms in the form of charge with a difference in their mass number or atomic number or maybe something, right? We may have sometimes atomic number same, we may have sometimes atomic mass number same, we must have number of electrons same, we can have it number of neutrons same. So they are considered to be as some specific units, but that unit we'll do it in our next lecture. Thank you.